Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Is a problems free. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Okay. Now, today, how are you? And how are you doing? I hope your sleep was good. For those of you who are still at work, for those of us in West Africa, it's already a new day, Monday. This is episode 7 of PFthinks, and it's a show where I, reel out my thoughts process, and I hope it helps you. Thank you very much for your wonderful response to me, and you guys have been sharing amazing stuff. Now, today, I've come to talk about Hakuna Matata. Now, a lot of people are worried right now, because of the corona and the COVID-19 issue. And many people have given up on life. As a matter of fact, every little headache right now, people begin to wonder if they have not contracted coronavirus. And what will pass naturally for malaria, ordinary headache right now, people are afraid to go to the hospital. Even hospitals are afraid to treat people. Everyone is just scared right now. And in the midst of it, there's another frenzy in town, especially in Nigeria, where everyone has become an expert of COVID-19, post COVID-19. So all kinds of seminars are going online where people are trying to break down the COVID-19, including people who did not see COVID-19 coming. How they suddenly have become experts is something I would never really understand. But I have come to encourage you today to say the life about vibration and energy, right? And that if a lot of you don't understand vibration, the concept of vibration, you will vibrate at a lower level, and that can mess your life up. I'll give you an example I normally give people. If you are living in Nigeria, for example, to go abroad, maybe UK or US, or you're going to live in Canada or something like that. Now, a whole lot of people leave Nigeria with the expectation of going to seek for greener pastures. However, one of the things they never articulate is the power of who their tribe is, right? They never get to answer that question, who is my tribe? Now, your tribe is not, and I'll say this carefully, the tribe you were born into. It's been said by the grandmasters and some of the great that your vibe must determine your tribe. Okay, I'm going to do a whole session on tribal agenda and tribal ideology some other day. But your vibe is what must determine your tribe. That there's a group of people who think what you think, who feel what you feel. That your tribe may totally not even be around you. It may not be, there may not be any group in your country that belongs to your tribe because you are not vibrating at the same level. So people want to leave Nigeria for, greener pastures, and they want to make it. But here is the problem. They have not articulated who their tribe is, and they don't even know how they vibrate and the level at which they vibrate. So when they get abroad, the first thing they're thinking about is, oh, I need to look for people from my country or people from the tribe I was born into. So if they're Yorubas, they're looking for Yorubas, they're looking for Igbos, or they're looking for their friends way back in school or their family members. Not a problem at all. The only issue is by the time they land, the people they affiliate with are often people who went through hell before they stabilize a little bit. Now, unknown to them, you are an energy and you vibrate at certain level, and your vibration actually determines your reality. So in the country of their choice, instead of asking the simple question to say, who is vibrating at the level I want to vibrate? So for example, if you want to be a billionaire or a millionaire and you land in those countries, The question you should be asking is, who are the people in this country earning $1 million? Or who are the people in this country earning $10 million? Now, once you answer that question, opportunities begin to show up, clarity begins to dawn. You will see exactly where those people are. You will understand their skill set. You will understand where they're domiciled or resident. You will understand where they are with a view to going to look for them. Let me shock you. Even if the job you get is as a cleaner among these people, at least you will be close to them. You will hear the kind of discussions they are talking about. You will begin to vibrate at their level, or even if your level is low, you begin to vibrate at that higher level, because everything about them is about energy and vibration. Unknown to many of us, what we do is we sit with, no matter how high your vibration is, by the time you move with the people from your country or from your village or from your family or your friends, those are the people you spend your time with, they will begin to tell you stories of how they suffered, stories of how nobody makes it in this town as a black man. They're going to tell you stories of how you better just plan to buy a house and then pay over mortgage for the rest of your life, maybe for the next 30 years. Those are the stories they begin to tell you. Even if you have higher vibration, you begin to vibrate at their level. It's only a matter of time they're going to tell you life is tough here. You need to juggle 3 jobs together. You need to juggle 4 jobs together. If you can be earning like $100,000 a month, even a year, you are just fine. Now, no matter your level of aspiration, because they placed a cap over your life, you will realize that will become your reality, and you cannot vibrate above $100,000. Now, if you had asked the question, who are the people making $1 million, and just go and serve them or be a cleaner to them, you will begin to discover secrets that can make you vibrate. Which is why sometimes, if you have met people who have been involved in fraud before and they are used to some higher numbers, defrauding people to the tune of, 20 million US dollars and blah, 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 blah. When they turn a new leaf and they become a changed person, you realize them to begin to vibrate at the level of thousands, because their art is already used to numbers. They begin to look for businesses in that area. Now, so I need to ask you right now, the people that you have surrounded yourself with, are they people who are agitated, complaining? Are they people who are already talking about life is tough, life is difficult, right? And those are the people you are entertaining in your space. Or are you entertaining people in your space who are seeing the opportunities in this COVID lockdown and are vibrating at a higher level? They are already even living in the post-COVID era because they can see opportunities. They are already cleaning out, making money, making things available. Now, you need to open your eyes, because I tell people, when you started January, COVID was not in your agenda. It was not part of your goals setting. You did not put there that you're going to be locked down, you are going to be at home, things are going to be tough, you're going to run out of food. It was not there. Now, if it was not on your goal list and now COVID-19 has happened, you must not make your life to become COVID related, wherein COVID-19 is now the only thing on your goal. That's all you think about. No, it's about energy, the level that you are vibrating at. Because if you give your life to worrying, right, your life is just going to be a wreck and a mess up, because you'll be vibrating lower at the level of fear. Now, if you check, when you were a child, you were fearless. All you want to do was play. But as you took play out of your life, that many of you right now, if you even try to play, you feel guilty about your play. Now, the moment you got into school, school told you this is school, you need to be serious. By the time you go to secondary school, they told you, or college, they told you, oh, this is, secondary school is no longer primary school, you cannot play. So they reduced your play to twice. They even shortened it. By the time you go to university, they say you need to be more serious. If you don't get a good grade, you're not going to get a good job. By the time you're leaving university, they now say, welcome to the real world. So by the time you were graduating, play was already taken out of your life. You become very serious. Your seriousness has not produced what you truly desire right now. Maybe it has produced a measure of life that you're a bit comfortable, at least more than the ordinary person, but you need to understand that you are not competing with other people. Now, if you do not learn to live at the realm of Hakuna Matata, where you are not worried about what other people are worried about because you understand the secrets that govern this universe, right? If you don't get to that level, you will realize that you will develop complication of BP. I used to worry a lot about my health. I used to so every little pain I feel in my body, I go on Google and I just search Google. If my leg and my hands are paining me at the same time, what is this? Google will tell you, oh, maybe it's testicular or abdominal cancer. Then you become worried unnecessarily. Until one day I went to visit my doctor and I told him, and he said to me, he said, Praise, we've run every test consistently. And he asked me, is there any particular activity you are doing? And I said to him that whenever I feel pain, I go online and I check. And he said to me, it was embarrassing. He said, Praise, why are you so worried? Right? Google does not know you. Google is only giving you the data that's been stored in Google. Why don't you calm down and enjoy your life and learn the energy of vibration? Now, when he made that statement, I was like, energy of vibration, right? Then I began to do the study and I realized that the highest level of vibration is actually gratitude. That if you live life in the state of gratitude, or if you associate yourself with people who think positivity, who don't get worried about what majority of people are worried about, then you will begin to vibrate at a higher level. So I learned to start my day by writing down 10 things to be grateful for, and I visualize those things. Now, when I started doing this, I realized that I could live a whole day without worry. Now, the moment I began to do that, after about 3-4 days, I realized that I was repeating the same thing. Then it changed my life in a way that every day when I go out, I begin to look intentionally to add to people so that the next day I will have something to be grateful for. It altered my reality that whenever there is crisis, I am calm and I begin to vibrate in gratitude such that, and the moment I begin to do that, opportunities begin to show up. Let me tell you, there is opportunity in this COVID-19 experience, a whole lot. But a lot of us have not learned the art of vibration through gratitude. Now, if you learn to be grateful, sometimes ago my leg was paining me, but as I take my power walk early in the morning, I just realized that this leg has been carrying me for 40 years and I've not even been grateful for this leg. And guess what? I try to practice something. Every morning when I wake up, I will be grateful for my leg that carries me, be grateful for my hands still working, be grateful for my brain, be grateful. The moment I stepped into the energy of gratitude, I realized that in 1 week, my leg pain disappeared, right? And I began to wonder what exactly is happening. I was reading the story of a man, Norman Cousin, who had cancer of the blood. Okay, and they told him he had a few days to die. What did he do? The guy started to meditate in gratitude, and in his gratitude, he began to visualize the white blood cell, getting into the pain point in his life and eating up the cancer. Now, in no time, this guy became totally old. He lived for another 20 years before he passed on because the cancer went into remission. Now, gratitude is the highest level of vibration. So for every worry, right, you are not built to be worried about things. What you need to do is just adjust your mind to think the opposite of what you are worried about and burst into gratitude. Be grateful as if it has happened. Now, whenever you are grateful for something, you magnetize it into your life. You are not built to be worried. You are built to vibrate at. So you need to check and do an audit of your environment. You need to do an audit of your inner world because your reality is not what you are saying. Your reality is often dependent on your dominant thought. If you surround yourself and you say, I want to make it, but you are surrounding yourself, people complain with people who are vibrating at the lower level, things are not working, how things are tough. No matter your aspiration, if you don't break away from that cocoon, you realize that you begin to vibrate at their level. No matter how much you want to earn, if you surround yourself with people who are placed a cap, who are not it's only a matter of time. You will begin to vibrate at their level. No matter how high your level is, they're going to bring you down, because life is about energy and vibration. Their energy is going to drain you, and you begin to vibrate at their level. But if you break away and say to yourself, you know what, instead of worrying, who is achieving the result I want? Now, one of the things I have noticed in life is that when you desire something, God will make it happen to test your response. Now, if your response is that of envy, if what has happened for him reminds you of what God has not done for you, and you begin to feel envious, you cut yourself off from magnetizing that same thing to your life. But if you see it around you and God has done it for someone, and you burst into gratitude for that person, irrespective of the circumstances through which they acquired whatever they have acquired, if you burst, because you don't know how they acquired it anyway, so don't begin to think for them and say, maybe they slept around, maybe, the moment you get into gratitude, you magnetize the same thing into your life, and it becomes your reality. That's how vibration and energy works, which is why I begin to look for testimonies so that I can vibrate at a higher level. I mean, I was reading the Bible yesterday. Because I do Bible listening. That's something I do. If you're a Muslim, maybe you can do Quran listening. Now, I was doing Psalm 119, all through, in the morning yesterday, listening to it. It takes about 24 minutes, thereabout, of intense meditation and listening to finish it. All right. Now, when I was listening to it, I just noticed for the first time that there was one word that was consistent, and that word in the entire Psalm 119 was testimonies. David kept talking about, I meditate on your testimony, I meditate on the testimony of your clinical is everlasting, give me understand. Why said that my teachers? Because I obey, I meditate on your testimonies are my delight, and things like that. And I began to think about it, that why is this guy always meditating on the testimonies of God? Then I asked the question, what is the testimony of God? And guess what I found out? The testimony of God are the deeds that he has done, good deeds that he has done in the lives of people, which means the autobiography or the biography of successful people, right? That is God's testimonies, right? I know you can restrict it to what he has done through Moses in the Bible, but everything is doing that is working, because God is not just a person. God is a system that guarantees goodness. Now, if you don't understand this, you will cut yourself off from the flow of all good things. So every time you see something that is good and perfect, that is God. Now, if you meditate on that testimony, you magnetize it into your life, you bust out every negativity from your system in a way that you begin to live in the frequency of no worries, because you know the fact that it has happened for one person means that it can actually happen for you, and you get into gratitude, you magnetize it into your life. So guess what I do? When I wake up after I do my Bible listening, the next thing I do is to go and quickly go on YouTube and watch the autobiography of a successful icon. Now, what am I doing? I am seeing possibilities. And the moment I see possibilities, I get into gratitude for them, and I begin to vibrate at a higher level. I used to feel a lot of pain in my body, but I can tell you some of the symptoms have totally disappeared just by spending, I do like 3 sessions of meditation of gratitude every day right now, where I pause for 10 minutes and I meditate on something God has done for anyone, or something that God has done that I really desire, and I get into gratitude. Let me tell you, you are not built to worry about the pain you feel. You are not built to worry about the fact that, the world is going broke, people are going to lose jobs. Let me shock you. If you don't live in that radar, it will not happen to you. Even if people are losing their jobs, it's a time for you to think of what content can I create to absorb them. Let me tell you, one of the things that can happen this period is to now begin to review your goals down, to say, customers, let me tell you, there are still customers who will look for you depending on the level of energy and level of vibration. When the first global recession happened years ago, that was the year I made more money. You know why? My wife will tell you, I am not a mathematician. Even though I used to say I don't like numbers, now I have changed that confession, because that's not proper, that's not actually accurate. I like numbers, but as I didn't know anything about numbers. So I didn't even calculate recession or whatever. I didn't know if it was existing. Guess what? Because I was not aware, I just position myself to say, I'm going to make so amount of money. And guess what? Life has a way of magnetizing those people into my life and made more money. So it's not a time for you to be downcast and begin to look at your numbers. Oh, I have done 2 days without making money. No. Are you making money in your mind? Are you engaging in mental intercourse with people who are making money on per second billing? Bill Gates is still making money. Mark Zuckerberg is still making money. Your telecoms is still making money because you are using your phone and we are using data. The data company is making money. They are making money on per second billing. Why? Because they have set a system. It shall be like a tree planted by irrigation channel that bring forth, success round the year, which means you have set up a system that come rain, come shine, you are not worried about anything. You are not worried about COVID-19. Imagine if you are the only one supplying water to the entire universe. Will any disaster affect you? It's not going to affect you because you are too sure that people will need water. They will buy water from you. You will be fine. So you need to insulate yourself from the negativity and don't follow people of doom who have now become social media experts over post-COVID experience. Nobody has gone to post-COVID except nations that have overcome the COVID. Now, David Ben-Gurion said something. That's where I'm going to end. He said at the time that Israel was not sure of what to do as a nation. Israel was downcast because they told them it would take them 100 years to get to the level America will get to. So everyone was downcast. As the leader of modern day Israel, he came out and he made this statement. It's become one of my favorite statements. He said, all the experts are experts of what was. There is no expert of the future. He said to become an expert of the future, vision must replace experience. Vision must replace experience. What is vision? Visualization of the real life that you want. It's a time to get into meditation. It's a time to begin to visualize the life you want and begin to see it happen, right? Your mind does not know what is simulated and what is real. Once you begin to think about it, if it enters your subconscious mind, it will be magnetized into your life. So get into gratitude this period. It's not a time to be worried about anything. Sing Hakuna Matata is your passing phrase. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. No matter what you feel in your body, visualize your life without pain. Visualize your life, with a lot of abundance. Visualize yourself engaging a lot of people post-COVID. You are the one hiring them. You are the one paying them salary. You are the one birthing clarity and testimony. Meditate on the testimony of what is what. It's a time to begin to pick all the billionaires in the world and begin to watch their documentary on YouTube. Spend this period doing that, but also write 10 things to be grateful for every day. If you do this, trust me, you will break free from worrying. You begin to vibrate at a higher level because you are no longer at the realm of, please eliminate people complaining about negativity all around you. If you can strap your headset, it's one of the best investments you can make this period. Take the news off your life. Take CNN, whatever news off your life. Strap your headset and select your own channel on YouTube, on Google. Make sure you are surrounded with positivity, the energy and the vibration of people who have made it in crisis situation, who are still making it. Surround yourself with that and you will see that you will laugh more because a lot of people are frowning more. You will laugh more. You will feel calmer. Right? You will be hopeful about the future. Your future will burst out before you. You'll be excited. You will pick new ideas, especially if you have a journal, and get into gratitude consistently. You will vibrate at a higher level that is above worries. And when you don't worry about anything, right, you will find your purpose. You will focus on your purpose, and every other thing you need will be added on to you. Thank you very much for joining me. Everyone who usually join me, all my regular people, thank you so much for joining me today. Please listen to this over and over and over again today. Practice it, right? And you will be surprised at what will happen to you. And please don't forget to share your testimony. My name is Praise for I'm just here to think. And remember, you are a savior. I am a savior. Together, we are going to save our world. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.